Life on the road is wild. Living in a van, man, it's like having a studio apartment on wheels, except way smaller and smellier. And you can't stand up straight. But hey, who needs space when you got freedom, right? Yeah, that used to be me, daydreaming from my cubicle. One day I thought enough is enough. I traded my suit and tie for a toolbox and tie-dye. That's right, folks, I bought a van and decided to call it home. Some people thought I was nuts. They said things like, but where will you shower? And what about Wi-Fi? Honestly, I just wanted to escape the daily grind. No more alarm clocks, no more rush hour, no more boring office lunches. Just me, my van, and the open road. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows at first. I had to learn everything from scratch. It was a crash course in van life, literally and figuratively. But hey, at least I was learning something new every day, right? Did I mention I love to drink, but not as much as this? Okay, so maybe not every day was glamorous, like that time in Canada, right? We were low on cash, lower on food. My buddy, he gets this bright idea. Let's steal some maple syrup, people. So we find this farm, right? Big old barrels of the good stuff. We're talking sticky fingers, sticky shoes, sticky everything. We thought we were slick. Turns out Canadian farmers, they got eyes everywhere. Next thing you know, we're running through a field, chased by a dude in overalls with a pitchfork. We barely got away. And the worst part, we dropped the syrup, all that for nothing.
And then we bumped into Steven Seagal and he tried to kill me.
The best part about van life? Freedom, baby. I can wake up by the beach, hike in the mountains, or chase the sunset wherever it takes me. No more checking calendars or booking flights months in advance. I'm the captain of my own ship, even if my ship sometimes runs on fumes and questionable gas station coffee. Remember that dream of dropping everything and traveling the world? Well, I'm living it. Okay, maybe it's not exactly traveling the world in the traditional sense. I mostly stick to the country, but still, it's the freedom that counts. Plus, I've met some amazing people along the way, fellow van lifers who get it. No more being tied down to one place, no more answering to the man. Just pure, unadulterated freedom to roam wherever my heart desires. And believe me, my heart desires some pretty wacky adventures. Like that time I accidentally drove my van onto a ferry. But that's a story for another section. Speaking of wacky adventures, let me tell you, van life is full of them. Like the time I tried to make a gourmet meal in my van kitchen, which is basically a hot plate and a cooler, and accidentally set off the smoke alarm. Let's just say the other people in the Walmart parking lot were not too thrilled. Or the time I decided to park my van on the beach for some epic ocean views, only to get stuck in the sand. I swear, I could hear the seagulls laughing at me. Luckily, a group of friendly surfers came to my rescue. They even taught me how to surf afterwards, which was pretty cool, even though I ended up swallowing more seawater than a whale. But hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? These mishaps make for great stories to tell around a campfire, or, in a laundromat while I'm waiting for my clothes to dry. And besides, it's not like I'm trying to impress anyone out here. I'm just living my best van life, one parking lot mishap at a time. So, why did I choose van life? Adventure. It's the thrill of the unknown, the excitement of waking up in a new place every day, and the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want. Sure, I've had my fair share of flat tires, engine troubles, and awkward encounters in gas station bathrooms. But for every mishap, there's a breathtaking view, a hilarious encounter, or a moment of pure joy that makes it all worthwhile. Like the time I stumbled upon a hidden hot spring in the middle of nowhere, or the night I spent stargazing in the desert. The Milky Way sprawled across the sky like a celestial disco ball. Now, I ain't afraid of much. Spiders, please. Heights, whatever. But bears? Bears are a different story. So we're camped out in this national park, right? Beautiful scenery, fresh air, the whole 9 yards. I wake up in the middle of the night to this sound. Sniffing, snorting like something's trying to get in the van. I peek out the window and what do I see? A bear! A big old grizzly just chilling by our trash can. I swear my heart stopped. I thought, this is it. This is how I go out. Eaten by a bear because I left out a half-eaten tuna sandwich. But Vegas, baby. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, unless you get married by Elvis in a drive-through chapel. Then it's on Facebook faster than you can say jackpot. So yeah, that happened. Met this girl, Candy, sweet as pie, if pie was a chain smoker with a vocabulary of about 10 words. The next morning I woke up with a ring on my finger and a head full of regrets. Candy? She was gone, along with my wallet. Hey, at least I got a story out of it, right? The open road can be a place of endless possibilities, but sometimes those possibilities include a van crash. Picture this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, wind in your hair, and then BAM! Out of nowhere, a deer decides to play chicken with your van. Guess who wins? Hint, it's not the van. The aftermath? The van's crumpled like a tin can, and our hero is standing there, looking at the wreckage. Oh no, my van! What do I do now? He says, scratching his head. Well, mate, you could call for help, but where's the fun in that? With his phone out of battery and no sign of civilization, our guy decides to embrace the spirit of adventure. He grabs his backpack and starts walking. Who knows what lies ahead? Maybe he'll find a friendly farmer, or perhaps a quirky roadside attraction. One thing's for sure, his van-tastic misadventure is just getting started. And just like that, the open road turns from a scene of calamity to a canvas of endless stories. So remember, when life gives you a van crash, make it an adventure. Van life is about embracing the unexpected, rolling with the punches and finding beauty in the most unconventional places. It's about living life on my own terms. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Life is too short to be stuck in one place. So get out there, folks, and start rolling. But maybe invest in a good roadside assistance plan first.